Nothing beats the thrill of spotting an animal in the outdoors, especially when you're not expecting it. It may be a life-changing, uplifting, and breathtaking event. Wildlife vacations are getting increasingly popular. Observing wildlife is a terrific opportunity to reconnect with nature and escape everyday life's stresses. With so many wildlife holidays available in so many beautiful areas, it's difficult to select where to go or which species to see. So I've compiled a list of my top 10 favorite animal experiences from throughout the world, some in remote wilderness places, yet with exquisite hotels never far away. 10. Dive with great white sharks in South Africa. Jump into the shark-infested waters off South Africa's southern coast in a cage, of course, and prepare for a possibly life-threatening encounter with the ultimate super predator, the great white shark. Gansbaai, a little fishing community east of Cape Town, has become a hub for tour operators specializing in cage diving with great white sharks. There is nothing to fear because the cages are shark-proof, and the thrilling experience will inspire you for a lifetime. You'll undoubtedly have a newfound appreciation for these frequently misunderstood aquatic predators. Winter, May to October, is the finest time to go cage diving with great white sharks. Although shark sightings are not guaranteed, the success rate, about 95%, is very high. The weather in South Africa's winter may be unpredictable, with gales and cold spells, so it's advisable to arrange a tour that lasts a few days, just in case the weather doesn't allow for a dive. The sharks are still there during the summer months, although not in such large numbers, so days without a sighting are possible. 9. Search for Royal Bengal tigers in India. Ranthambore National Park is one of India's last wilderness areas. The park, a historic hunting site for the Maharajas, still features temple and mosque remnants, as well as an amazing 10th century fort. There are lots of exotic species to see in Ranthambore, including antelope, sambar deer, langur monkeys, and crocodiles. But the major reason visitors travel is to see the spectacular and elusive Royal Bengal tiger. To enhance your chances of seeing the tiger, arrive during the right season and devote several days of your vacation to tiger tracking in this beautiful location. The best time to visit is at the conclusion of the dry season, during the months of March, April, and May when vegetation is sparse, and animals come out in quest of water. Bring warm clothing if traveling during the cooler winter months. 8. Swim with manta rays and whale sharks in the Maldives. The Maldives, the pinnacle of a tropical paradise, are the visible coral tips of an oceanic volcanic mountain range whose outer edge plunges to depths of nearly 3 kilometers at some locations. 1.8 miles. Deep channels connect 26 atolls stretching over 800 kilometers, 500 miles, from the hot Alafu Atoll in the north to the Adu Atoll in the south, and the ocean currents in between offer world-class diving, as well as the single best spot on the planet to dive or snorkel with giant whale sharks, harmless reef sharks, and tremendously impressive manta rays. The Baa Atoll, a UNESCO-protected biosphere that also houses one of my favorite resorts in the world, Soneva Fushi, is the ideal site in the Maldives to swim with manta rays and whale sharks, as well as other species. Best time to visit. Divers may dive with manta rays and whale sharks in the Maldives all year, but the places favored by these marine species change with the seasons. During the dry northeast monsoon season, January to April, manta ray and whale shark diving in the Maldives is best on the western side of the atolls, whereas manta rays and whale sharks are frequently met at the eastern end of the atolls during the southeast monsoon season. 7. Observe king penguins in Antarctica. Antarctica, the frozen wonderland, is the last true wilderness unspoiled by humans. It is officially uninhabited and owned by no one. It is a land of extremes, as it is the coldest, driest, and windiest region on the planet. Despite these extreme conditions, Antarctica has become a popular tourist destination, thanks in part to the continent's great diversity of spectacular animals. Because of its proximity and more temperate environment, the Antarctic Peninsula receives the most visitors. The spectacular king penguin colonies and seal colonies, whales, and albatrosses ensure a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. The best time to visit is during the austral summer, which runs from early November until late March. There is no ideal time to visit during this time period, because each month has its own distinct qualities. November is penguin and seabird courtship season, while spring wildflowers bloom on the Falkland Islands and spring ice breaks up, creating sculptured formations. The first seal pups and penguin chicks are born in South Georgia and the Falkland Islands in December and January. Whales begin to arrive more frequently, and the days are at their longest. By February and March, whale sightings are at their peak, and penguin chicks are beginning to fledge, gaining strength for the long winter ahead. 6. Spot wolves in Yellowstone National Park, USA. Yellowstone National Park is one of the most gorgeous in the United States. The park's huge Lamar Valley, which is only crossed by one road, is a must-see for dedicated wildlife watchers, since it is home to America's Big Five game animals: bison, elk, cougar, grizzly, and wolf. Cougars are very never seen, although bison and elk are easily seen, unless they remain with a carcass for days. Visitors who are ready to get up early or stay until night may also see grizzly bears and wolves wandering the valleys and foraging for prey. Bring binoculars. In fact, Lamar Valley is the world's #1 site for wolf viewing. Ideal time to visit: spring, March to May, and autumn are the best periods to visit Yellowstone. From September to November, these seasons have moderate weather and fewer people, and wildlife is at its most active, especially during spring. If wolves are your only purpose for visiting Yellowstone, some say the best time to go is in the winter, when the wolves and other wildlife are more apparent. The black ones show out against the snow, and the prey is in plain sight. While the biting cold of winter is not for the faint of heart, there is nothing quite like seeing plumes of steam rising from beneath a thick blanket of snow or a pack of wolves from the safety of your snow scooter. 5. Track wildlife in Corcovado National Park, Costa Rica. The Corcovado National Park, located on the Osa Peninsula in Costa Rica's southwest corner, is one of the most intense biological areas on the planet, with breathtaking views of old-growth wet forests, cloud forests, mangrove swamps, and untamed beaches. The Serena Ranger Station, located in the center of the park, is teeming with tropical wildlife, including red macaws, tapirs, quetzals, red-eyed tree frogs, boa constrictors, and numerous monkey species, to mention a few. When you see a mountain lion or a jaguar on the beach searching for turtles, consider yourself exceedingly lucky, but be wary of herds of ravenous peccaries in the dark woods. Corcovado National Park is one of the wettest areas on the planet. Therefore, visit during a dry season to avoid the majority of the rainfall, January to April. 4. Follow the Great Migration in the Serengeti, Tanzania, and Kenya. The Great Migration, which can be seen in Tanzania and Kenya, is one of the most dramatic stages for a typical African safari. The Great Migration is a 1,200-mile trek of 1.5 million wildebeest and 200,000 zebras, chasing the rains in a race for survival while being devoured by an unbelievable number of predators. When you visit the location during the right season, you have a good chance of seeing a lion pride slaughter. Observing Africa's second highest concentration of wildlife in Botswana's Okavango Delta is the only other African wildlife holiday that comes close to the Great Migration. Wildebeest herds follow the rain, so plan your trip accordingly. The greatest time to see the migration in Tanzania is probably between February and March, when the wildebeest and zebra assemble in the Serengeti at the beginning of the rainy season and have their young. Not only can you enjoy witnessing newborn animals, but predators are also in abundance. The big migration visits Kenya's Masai Mara in June and July, when you can see breathtaking Grumeti River crossings with crocodiles killing their victims, although it is hard to predict the exact time of this event. 3. Kayak with whales in Alaska or British Columbia. Consider the sight of a pod of killer whales, commonly known as orcas, or the sound of a humpback whale blowing as it glides past your kayak. There will be no chaotic sounds of other tourists on a boat ride, just you, the whales, and the deafening calm of nature. There are no better spots in the world to kayak with killer whales than Johnstone Strait off Vancouver Island's northeastern tip, or to kayak with humpback whales around Adolphus Point near Glacier Bay National Park in Alaska. Be prepared to see whales breaching just a few yards away. The greatest time to visit is between May and the first half of September, when you can kayak with whales. The days are long, there are whales in the region, and the temperatures are mild. Be prepared for rain, lots of rain, and storms at any time of the day. 2. Walk with grizzly bears in Alaska. Walking alongside grizzly bears may sound mad, but it isn't, at least not in Katmai National Park, Alaska's isolated and pristine wilderness area. Because of the abundance of food nearby and a 100-year wildlife protection program, gigantic coastal brown bears in Katmai do not regard humans as prey or a treat. A breathtaking flight in a small plane, followed by an adrenaline beach landing, will transport you to Katmai's meadows. where you will be able to watch bears in their natural habitat and even stroll among them with an unarmed guide. Although bears can be seen at any time of year in Alaska, except when they hibernate, your chances of viewing one are greatest when they congregate to dine on seasonally concentrated food sources, such as salmon and sedges. Katmai is the best spot in the world to see bears in the wild. Don't even look for alternatives. June and August are ideal months to observe bear activity, playing, digging holes, grazing, mating, and wander among them on Katmai's wild beaches. Brown bears cluster around the Brooks River Falls in the center of the park between July and September to dine on sockeye salmon, providing superb wildlife viewing possibilities from 3 viewing platforms that you will have to share, unfortunately, with many others. Be bear ready. 1. Encounter mountain gorillas in Rwanda or Uganda. In my opinion, spotting a wild gorilla in the African bush is the pinnacle of a wildlife vacation. Mountain gorillas are the most magnificent and, tragically, the most endangered of all non-human primates. There are just 700 of these gorgeous creatures left in the world, and they are all found near the borders of Rwanda, Uganda, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. A guided gorilla tracking trip, which takes half to a full day and lets you to spend an hour with the apes once you find them, is an amazing experience that is well worth the travel time. Watch a movie of my latest gorilla tracking gear. The clip includes some breathtaking events, such as silverback bluff charges and a baby gorilla hugging me. Did you enjoy this video? If so, check out these other videos from Daily Top 10. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Thanks for watching.